Okay.
First thing we have to say is conflict only arises when somebody already knows that there is a higher path, a higher thought, a higher action, a higher behavior, a higher purpose, a higher way of living that they are deliberately not choosing. So let's be blunt, okay, because I'm here to be blunt. Okay, so contradiction in this sense, conflict in this sense, only exists because you already know there is another way. So let's not beat about the bush. Let's not try and sugarcoat it. Okay, I like all these phrases. I'm deliberately choosing them. Okay, enough. So let's not try and get too cozy. I hope that everyone listening can appreciate that I say this with complete love for you. You already know, if you are in conflict, that there is a higher way, but you are deliberately choosing to go another way. So what we would say is forget the conflict, forget what you do and what you don't do, sit in the space of why. Why am I deliberately choosing something that is, in my heart of hearts, contradictory to, in conflict with, that higher decision, higher path, higher thought, higher whatever it is that I'm not engaging in? Sit in the why, because that's more illuminating than anything else. You see, conflict of any kind is redundant because it never solves anything. You have an energy against another energy. Well, you can't do that. Just keep raising those vibrations until lower vibrations cease to exist. Conflict of any kind. Yes. So conflict within yourself is even more redundant. What are you going to win and what are you going to lose? Yes? So to resolve any of these issues, the first thing to get clear about is you already know there is another way. You already know there is another path, another thought, another idea, another. There is something else that you already know would be more on purpose for you. But you are choosing a different thought, a different behavior, a different activity, a different whatever. Sit in the why, because that will illuminate for you. You may find you don't even have to make different changes, but you will find clarity and understanding by sitting in the why. Why am I deliberately allowing this conflict to exist in me? Because in the answer to the why, you will oftentimes find resolution of how to move forward, because we create big divisions within ourselves. You see, and we come back to this idea of new era, let's call it that, and old era, and that high life and low vibrational life. We create massive division where it really doesn't have to be any. You see, we are not here to say that everything about the life you are living today is rubbish. Oh my goodness, far from it. Far from it. There is so much joy and beauty. And in fact, it is only by focusing in on the beauty and the joy that you have in the world you live in today that you will create more of it. So we are certainly not saying that to move forward you must eliminate. What we're saying is to move forward you have to focus in on that which brings you joy, that which brings you enlightenment, that which brings you higher vibration. So for the person who has asked the question, then we say, okay, sit in the why. If I am in conflict, I already know that there's another choice I'm not making. Why? Why am I doing that? In that answer of the why, you will find your peace, because you will either say, because at this time I cannot justify taking the higher path, and in that there is peace. Or you will find at this time I really have no choice but to move to the higher path. So that will also bring you peace. Either way, we say find your peace, because one person in conflict, the world in conflict, we don't need it. So always understand that there does not have to be an eradication of everything that exists on the planet today in order to transition into the future of the new era. Far, far from it. You see, it is only by creating more of what is bringing you joy, peace, love, passion, all these wonderful vibrations that you will have the momentum to carry you swiftly and quickly forward into the new era.